find ways to be involved in the things you're interested in. And then don't be ashamed of your interest either. I think I blame TikTok for a lot of issues that goes on with these kids. TikTok is fun, right? But I think there's like such a stigma about like, oh, what's cool, what's not.
Welcome to the Voice of Montbello podcast. I'm your host, Leah, and I'm here with
Bree.
Lenny, what's up?
Today we are here at the Orgs of Montbello Summit. We are here to interview people that have made our community really cool and dope.
The Orgs of Montbello Summit is organized by the Montbello Organizing Committee. We are grateful for the invitation to be here to tell our stories and connect with our community.
We also want to thank the summit sponsors, Willpower, Struggle of Love, Faith Bridge, and Denver Human Services. Thank you.
Welcome to the Voice of Montbello podcast. I'm your host, Leah, and I'm here with
Lynn.
So today we're going to be interviewing Josue Rodriguez.
Yep.
Okay, so how many years have you been in Montbello?
I moved here when I was like 1. I'm 22 now. I moved out when I was 17, but when I went to college, I started working for Montbello Organizing Committee.
What does your organization do for the community?
I like to say they do a little bit of everything. They started off pretty small, just interested adults in improving Montbello. So that's how they got the name Montbello Organizing Committee. But now they do a little bit of everything. I would say the main thing they do is grant writing. They're really good at it. That's something, they're very skilled at. They help other organizations get resources. They also provide like mental health resources. And then I guess the main project that you know of is the Fresh Low Hub, the affordable housing project, the arts center, and then the grocery store that they'll be building outside of the Outlook apartments.
They finna build a grocery store?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be like Whole Foods, but like for Montbello.
Yep, I'm gonna be like, Mom, let's go. Let's go over there.
Why do you do the things why do you work with the Montbello Organizing Committee? My bad.
Yeah, I don't know. Just growing up in Montbello, my mom actually, like, other than elementary school, she didn't let me go to school in Montbello. And it's just because of the negative stereotypes, right? And a lot of people have that idea that if you go to like a school in either like more white area or a richer area, they assume that the school is better, which from my experience, I don't think that's true. I actually had a really bad experience in school. And so because of that, like, it felt like I was living in two worlds every day, going from school in like Cherry Creek or Stapleton, and then like living in Montbello. It just made me like love the neighborhood so much. And then the more I learned about the neighborhood, I just got to see how many people are just fighting for their own resources, fighting for what they believe in. And that's why I do the work I do, because I think we're a group of diverse people that really fight for each other.
So, what is your favorite part? What are your favorite spots in Montbello?
My favorite spots, I think it changed with my age. Like in high school, it was Crown Market, because that's like where I think every like high schooler goes to hang out, or used to be hanging out at the rec center. Because I think we probably have one of the only rec centers where like youth actually go every weekend. But right now, it's La Michoacana. It's like, like the little pataria that's like on Chambers. I'm a big foodie, so like I like to go there. But it's always just different spots. Definitely the parks, they talked about No Name earlier. That used to be a fun hangout spot as well.
When you first joined your organization, what were you mostly interested in?
Definitely it was like focusing on like youth work. I did youth work, like doing mentorship programs before, but now it's kind of changed. When I started here, I definitely wanted to get experience with grant writing. And then I actually ended up doing a lot of environmental work. So it's not fully launched yet. We just got our van for an electric van throughout the neighborhood. Kind of like similar to the Montbello Connector. We want people to be able to book it and just be able to like take rides throughout the neighborhood or other places. So other organizations like Elk, for instance, can use it to take the kids to the mountains or something.
That's cool. What is your advice on the youth?
I would say find ways to be involved in the things you're interested in. And then don't be ashamed of your interest either. I think I blame TikTok for a lot of issues that goes on with these kids. Man. TikTok is fun, right? But I think there's like such a stigma about like, oh, what's cool, what's not. And I think like something like, I wish I had something like this when I was younger, this little podcast. And I'm assuming you guys did it just because you guys found it interesting, right? And then you stuck with it. And so I think like if all kids just like really like reached out to their interests, but also like when you have questions, like engage with those questions and learn more. And then you just start to grow from there.
Okay. So my question is, since you spoke about TikTok, What is like the worst trends that you've seen on TikTok?
Oh, I don't know. I just think us kids are like, I say us kids, I'm not even a kid anymore. I'm an adult now. But I think kids are getting normalized to like so many inappropriate things. Like when I was 11, if I was doing that stuff that they're doing on TikTok, my mom would, it wouldn't go well with the house.
That's why I can't do that.
Yeah.
My mom.
And so there's some parents that still prevent their kids from doing that. But I see a lot of these kids that are doing like inappropriate things. And so I think it's normalizing bad behavior to the point where we don't even see it's bad anymore.
One trend that I think is funny and is very like, is the one where they go and break things in school. Like last year, we had kids taking the soap dispenser and the hand sanitizer thing.
Yeah, things like that. Like, it's
That
so
was
bad.
crazy.
No, it was crazy because whoever had hand sanitizer would get suspended.
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
we
I didn't know.
had that thing.
You see, there's good humor and there's bad humor. That's some bad humor.
And it was a lot of people that were taking the hand sanitizer dispenser.
I heard like there's a lot of stealing trends too on TikTok.
That's one of those. And then there's another one where they go and they like try to hack into the vending machines and they take the money and stuff.
Yeah.
Crazy.
How has Montbello changed since you were in school?
How has Montbello changed? Wow. I was back in school, back when Carmelo Anthony was still here. I remember those days. I think I was at Maxwell. And so I would say, I don't know if it's because I was younger. It felt like the community was closer. Like I felt like even my mom like knew all the moms in the neighborhood. I don't know if it's because the school splitting up had something to do with that. But I would also say it wasn't as packed as it was. There's a lot more space, a lot less traffic. Now, like, you can't drive in Montbello around 3 p.m. because you're going to be like, it's going to take you like 25 minutes to just get Peoria to your house. So I'd say we changed with growth, but demographics. I would say it doesn't feel as diverse as it used to feel. So,
Thank you for joining our podcast. That's the end of me, and we're out. Thank you for listening to the Voice of Montbello podcast.
You can find our episodes anywhere you listen to podcasts.
You can support our work by checking out our Instagram at Confluence Media Center.
Click the link tree in about to connect with us.
Be sure to rate, reviews, and follow us. Make sure you put them good. And make a donation.
This has been a Confluence Media production.